First of all, let me make my reactions. Then I will read some of your comments. So, first of all, my reaction, like I have indicated, this is not a victory for Zimbabweans. This is a victory for the imperialists. The imperialists have won. They started a long time fighting Mugabe, and finally they have won. Africa, we have lost. This is not about, Zimbabweans have won. Nothing. They were celebrating. They are going back to their houses, in their poverty, in their lack. In as much as they are celebrating and all these things, they still go back in their poverty, and it's not their victory. This is not a victory for Zimbabweans. This is a victory for the imperialists. The imperialists have been fighting Mugabe for a long time, and we all know this. We all know this. I want to make one thing very clear, that I didn't want Mugabe to stay there forever. That's not the point. I never wanted Mugabe to go on forever. So please, let's make that very, very clear. Let's agree on that one. I didn't want Mugabe to go on forever, but I never wanted Mugabe to go in the manner that he has gone, unceremoniously. A man that has served Zimbabwe for a long time, a man that has fought for Zimbabwe, a man that tried to empower Zimbabweans in Africa, the whole entire Africa. There is no leader who liberated his people the way Mugabe did. I earlier spoke about the empowerment that Mugabe started with. When Zimbabwe got independence, Mugabe did not stop at just giving liberties to the Zimbabweans. He also wanted to empower them. Today, Zimbabwe owns its economy. We have more Zimbabweans who own properties, who own land, who own factories in Zimbabwe. Mugabe wanted to make sure that the Zimbabwean people owned the economy of Zimbabwe. This is what Mugabe wanted. And the whites never wanted that. They wanted to do the same thing that they have done to other countries. We have liberties, even here in Zambia. We have liberties, yes, but our economy is not in our hands. Our leaders are controlled by the West. Thank God to the Chinese who have come in. At least they seem to have neutralized the powers of the West. Otherwise, we were in the hands of the West. And this is not acceptable. This is what I've been refusing myself. And I supported Mugabe on that score by the fact that Mugabe stood for the empowerment of the Zimbabweans, for the empowerment of Africans. That's what Mugabe stood for. That's what Mugabe stood for. And on that score, I am with Mugabe. And even if he has gone, I will stand with Mugabe. I will stand with him. I will stand with Mugabe, and people like Gaddafi, I will stand with them. Because Mugabe and Saddam at least tried, to stand up to these whites. Most of these leaders are puppets of the whites. They are puppets of the imperialists. So from my point of view, I am still with Mugabe. Mark that, I am still with Mugabe. And even when I become a president, the ideals of Mugabe, I will follow them. I will follow them. Of course, not that everything was right. Certain things were not okay. And we can try to perfect on that. But to throw away everything that Mugabe stood for, Zimbabweans, you'll be making a very big mistake. You'll be making a very, very big mistake. This victory is not yours. This victory is for the imperialists who have been fighting Mugabe. And from my point of view, I'm standing with Mugabe. I'm standing with Mugabe. What is this? It's very sad indeed that the resignation. Of course. I mean, really, it's the way that you have taken away Mugabe. I wanted Mugabe to go, yes, but because he's old, but not in the manner that you have done it. You have embarrassed us, you Zimbabweans. You have embarrassed us, Africans, you Zimbabweans. You have embarrassed us. You shouldn't have taken Mugabe out in the manner that you have done. I agree with you. You need a change, but not to embarrass Mugabe. To let now, look at how the Western media are celebrating. They are celebrating. They are so happy. They are celebrating. They are very, very happy. You have disgraced Mugabe and you have disgraced Africa. Which African leader can stand up and talk the way Mugabe used to talk? Which African leader can stand up today and talk the way Mugabe used to talk? Each time Mugabe stood up to speak, everybody paid attention. Mugabe did you pride. Did you pride? You Zimbabweans, Mugabe did you pride. Today, tell me, which of your leaders, even these people who are coming in, tell me, any of these leaders who is going to speak like Mugabe, tell me. Which leader who stand up in the UN council there who will stand up and speak the way Mugabe did? Mugabe used to shake them and they never wanted him. Today, which leader here in Africa is going to speak like Mugabe? You have let us down. I have no apologies. Zimbabweans, you have let us down. You have let us down by kicking out Mugabe in a manner that has given pleasure and amusement to the Western imperialists. They are very, very happy. And that is where my problem is. You should have taken him out nicely as a hero that he is. Mugabe is a hero. And you should have taken him out with that respect. Not the manner that you have embarrassed him. The manner that you have disgraced him. You have disgraced yourself, Zimbabweans, and you have disgraced Africa. You Zimbabweans, that's what you have done. You shouldn't have taken out Mugabe in the manner that you have done. And I can rest assure you, all those people that are coming in, they are nothing of Mugabe. They are nothing. They have been made to be where they are because of Mugabe. You Zimbabweans had respect because of Mugabe. Which leader in South Africa is known? Which leader? Tell me. Tsvangirai is just a puppet. He's just a puppet. And you saw how when Shinamasa said that this is a ZANU-PF affair, you saw how the Western started talking. They started protesting. They were protesting. They want Tsvangirai to be part of this. And even now, Mugabe has gone. You will start fighting. Tsvangirai wants to come into power. And ZANU-PF also wants to be there. You will see how you start fighting. I hope you will resolve those issues, because all these people who are on top there, you'll be okay. But the ordinary Zimbabwean will be suffering. And if the Chinamasas and the Mnangagwa don't resolve these issues, it will just affect the ordinary Zimbabweans. So let's see how you play it out. Let's see how you play it out. But definitely, because this is an imperialist agenda, they will be pushing their people to be part of the whatever government that you are going to form. They will be fighting. Let's see if that Mnangagwa, they will give him the power at peace. If those war veterans will be given power that easy, you will see what will happen. They will make you fight. They will make you fight, and they will be reporting. They will be happy, because these people, that's what they do. They like it when Africans are fighting. They are not happy when Africa is, is in peace and people are living a progressive life. They don't like it. They like it when there is conflict. And you will see what they will be doing. They will be happy when you people will be fighting. And there you are celebrating. You celebrate, but I can rest assure you, my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, you have disgraced Zimbabwe and you have disgraced Africa by kicking out Mugabe in the manner that you have done. These whites have been fighting Mugabe for a long time. Now I can read some of your comments just to see. Sit down, I'm already sitting. You are just making noise, Fuseki. Say that Tayari Mugabe is a great leader and icon. Yes, Mugabe is a great leader and an icon. And I don't think there is any leader today in Zimbabwe who can match up to Mugabe. I don't think so. I saw the video of Max insulting Zimbabweans generals. And now you about the I'm not insulting Zimbabweans. I'm just telling my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe that what they have done, they have disgraced us. I'm just wondering where he is getting his nerves and energies. I'm just an energetic man. But one thing I should tell you Zimbabweans, you have disgraced Mugabe enough. Can you look after him properly now? He has gone, he has resigned. Can you look after Mugabe properly? Mugabe does not belong just to you Zimbabweans. He belongs to Africa. He's an icon. He's a hero for Africa. Keep him Mugabe well. Zimbabweans, look after Mugabe. Look after him well. Don't disgrace him any further. Don't do what Libyans did to Gaddafi. Respect him. Let him go and rest in Zimbabwe. He shouldn't go anywhere else. He wants to stay in Zimbabwe. Give him a good home and let him stay there. Look after him. Don't disgrace him any further. Please. If this is what you mean, then you're now on void. You are very sad. Tell this Tayari. How did he try to empower his people? Of course. I mean, can you ask me that, Kalunga Shuad? Can you ask me that? How old are you for you to ask that? How did he try to empower Zimbabweans? That man stood. If you don't know, Zimbabwean economy is in the hands of Zimbabweans, and the problems that you have now economically, they are not caused by by Mugabe. No, they were caused by the imperialists. The imperialists imposed sanctions on Zimbabwe so that the economy would be this bad, and you will blame it on Mugabe. And that's exactly what you have done. So, and this is why I'm saying that this victory is not yours. The imperialists imposed sanctions on Zimbabwe so that you can rise against Mugabe, and you have just done that. They are now happy. They are toasting their coffee and their wines over what you have done, and you think you have done it. No, it's the Bazungus. They have done it. They just incited you. They made you frustrated, and you have embarrassed Mugabe. It's very, very sad. What a sad day. It is a sad day indeed. It is a sad day. But I want to tell you, my brother, Ami de Mahom, I want to tell you that this new generation of politicians, of people like myself, we will not take this. I am very happy with Julius Malema. He does not support white imperialism, and I'm looking forward to more leaders like Julius Malema refusing imperialism. I'm looking forward to this new generation, this post-colonial time, you know, of politicians to come and take over Africa. Let us wrestle Africa economically to our hands. Let us wrestle it out of the hands of the imperialists. So I'm speaking to all the young generations, all young politicians. The Mnangagwas are not part of this generation. Mnangagwa is also old. He's not the one that should be aspiring for leadership. You need a young person in Zimbabwe. For the mistake that you have done to unceremoniously remove Mugabe, I am challenging you, my brothers and sisters in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in South Africa and elsewhere, that we need new generation politicians. Let us not look at Mnangagwa. Those are people, they were still with Mugabe. Those are old people. Find somebody younger. Find somebody younger. And don't look for puppets. I'm looking forward to having some young people, some young politicians coming in so that we can work together as Africans and wrestle Africa from the hands of the whites. Please, we are still being colonized. We are still being colonized. We are colonized economically. Africa is so rich. We have got so many mineral resources. We have got so much wealth. And yet, poverty is the order of the day. We need to wrestle Africa from the hands of the white imperialists. We need to wrestle Africa economically. We have the liberties, but the economy is not in our hands. We need to get the economy into our hands. And I'm asking all young politicians, all you young people, you who are celebrating that Mugabe is gone, don't look up to Mnangagwa, don't look up to Tsvangirai. Find somebody younger. Amongst yourselves, find somebody that is younger with a fresh mind so that we can move Africa together. I'm hoping and praying that come 2021, I will win elections here in Zambia. And when I win elections here in Zambia, I will strive to make sure that Africa is owned by Africans. We are starting with Zambia. Zambia must be owned by Zambians. And this will start with land. It will start with the resources that we have in this country. It must be in the hands of Zambians. Zambia, we have got copper. We have got copper and other minerals. And yet, we don't have Zambians who own mines. We don't have them. We don't have them. These people who say they have got mines, they use hoes to dig their precious stones. The real mines are owned by the imperialists. And you want us to celebrate that no, Mugabe is gone. Come on, people. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. So if you think that I was going to sit here sad and everything, I am not sad. I am just determined now, because the person that used to speak for Africa is gone. And I am urging younger people as well to come forward so that we can stand for Africa. I'm now more resolved to stand for Africa. This white imperialism, white influence on Africa has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. And you and I are responsible. We must do this. We must do this. People don't understand why Europeans like it when we are fighting. Yes, Sydney, they don't understand. They are the ones who benefit. When we are fighting in Africa, when we treat our leaders the way we have treated Mugabe, they are happy. Why haven't you made a move instead of your party? You better. Most of the mines are owned by Chinese. Indeed, most of the mines now here in Zambia, most of the mines are owned by the Chinese. Chinese are taking everything. They're taking everything. And really, people, can't we do better than this? Can't we do better? This is not acceptable. Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I understand. I stand for Africa too. Thank you, my brother. Let's stand for Africa. May I not understand what you are putting across, but believe me, you one day someone will remember your words tayari. Thank you very much. Why don't you shut up already? Basharoni, please, why should I shut up? I'm telling you, let's fight for Africa. That's what I'm telling you, Sharon Njovu. Unless you are not an African, tayari spare us. You laughed at us last time when Mugabe. Oh yes, I laughed at you. I'm happy. At least he put up a fight, my brother. He put up a fight. Mugabe put up a fight. If it was some of these leaders, some of these weak leaders that we have, I don't think they would have withstood the pressure. At least Mugabe has gone down fighting. And if only he had men around him, he would have stood. But unfortunately, the people that stood around Mugabe were stooges of the Western imperialists. They were puppets of the Western imperialists. Look at the way they have run away from Mugabe. They have run away from him. Mugabe has remained alone. And yet, all these people, they were around him. They were around him. They are cowards. That Mnangagwa is a coward. All those war veterans, they are cowards. They stood with Mugabe, but now Mugabe stood alone. They were busy dancing in that hall as if Mugabe was doing all these things alone. Mugabe was not running Zimbabwe alone. Mugabe was not running Zimbabwe alone. Mugabe was running Zimbabwe with all those people who are today celebrating. Cowards. You are really cowards. If you had guts, you would have stood up to Mugabe before. You would have stood up to Mugabe. You even have no shame that after the military, after the guns are pointed at Mugabe, that's when you are coming out. You are really hypocrites. And leaders must learn. In Africa, leaders must learn that sometimes you have people surrounding you thinking that you are with them, and yet you are not. This is cowardice. You need to speak out. If the Mnangagwas, the Chinamasas, they were courageous, they would have stood up to Mugabe and told him. But they were cowards. Now they are coming up. Allah. I can't sleep. I'm still talking. I'm reading your comments. I want to see what you're saying. How old is Mugabe? Francis, we are not disputing that Mugabe is old. It's not in any dispute. My problem is how you have unceremoniously kicked out Mugabe. That's my problem. I agree he's old, yes. Take a break and drink some water. Don't forget, take some Panadol. Lillian, I'm fine. I won't take some Panadol. I'm okay. But really, I am not happy what you have done. You, my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, you have let us down. Do you know why Mnangagwa was fired? Yes, he was fired because he was plotting. Actually, the firing of Mnangagwa and what has happened has vindicated Mugabe. Mugabe knew that man wanted to take over, and that's why he fired him. And this is what has happened now. So Mugabe has been vindicated. It's not that he treated Mnangagwa unfairly. No. He had intelligence that this man wanted to take over. And this is exactly what has happened. They were planning. They were cowards. They couldn't face Mugabe. They started planning underground. They have let you down alone. No, I'm not alone. I know there are so many people that are not happy. I like your noise. Thank you, Stanley. Why did he resign? Why did he resign? Why did he resign? Of course, he had to resign because everybody was against him. Everybody was against him. He had to resign. He had no option. And let me tell you this. Mugabe didn't resign. You forced him to resign. You forced him to resign. So Mugabe didn't really resign, so to say, he resigned. No, this was a coup. This was a coup. You can't say that Mugabe acted out of his own free will. He didn't act out of his own free will. Mugabe wanted to leave Zimbabwe in good hands. In good hands. Now, you have kicked him out. You don't even know who is going to come. You must pray very hard that you have somebody that is reasonable, somebody that has got vision. Otherwise, I don't see vision in all these people that you're talking about. They don't even know where they're taking Zimbabwe. The problem in Africa is that people, they want positions before a vision. People aspire for presidency before a vision. They don't even know where they're taking the country. But all they want is to become president. Don't become president before a vision. Have a vision first. Tell me what is the vision of Mnangagwa. Tell me what is the vision of all those people that are now sniffing near power. They are coming close, wanting power. Tell me what is the vision. All of you who are celebrating, do you even know where Zimbabwe is going from here? Or it is going to be determined by the imperialists. So we need to change the attitude. Have a vision first. When you have a vision, then start aspiring for a position which fits your vision. I have a vision for this country. And the vision that I have suits to be president. That's why I'm aspiring for presidency. I wouldn't be aspiring for presidency if my vision was a vision of a small ward, or of a constituency. My vision is for this country. My point is, I doubt those people who have come in if they have a vision for Zimbabwe. Mugabe had a vision for Zimbabwe. You are next, Tayali. When are you resigning? When to die? You think me and my friend have just come on the scene, and by the time I will be leaving, I'm not going to wait for people to force me to resign. I'm not going to do that. But believe you me, Shirifat Tayali is here, touch and go, and I'm going to make a difference not only in Zambia but Africa. I'm looking forward to a day that I will face the imperialists and tell them to their faces the way Mugabe used to tell them, the way Saddam used to, the way Gaddafi used to tell them. I'm looking forward to that day. I will tell them, these people don't have an interest for us. They don't. They come and get our resources, take them to their countries, and give us, what is falling off their tables. What we get in Africa is what is falling off their tables. That's what we get. And we are proud for that. No. The problem is that we are so selfish. We are too individualistic. If somebody is just given a little thing, we get excited. When they get Swangrai, they take him to London, they give him tea and coffee. He gets excited. But what vision does he have for Zimbabwe? He has no vision. But this is 1997 Tayali. An imposition happened. How is this imperialism? Come on, my friend, what are you talking about? What I don't understand, Piri, what you are talking about. 1997, I don't understand you. Tayali on your back. Yes, what are you saying? What are you saying, people? We need patriotic leaders, not people like Mugabe. You must be joking. You, William, Beckman, Batchman, you must be joking. How can you say we need patriotic people, not Mugabe? Mugabe is the most patriotic person that I've ever met, at least. How can you say that? Please. Patriotic. But boss, I just don't know where you stand. For once, please tell us. Do you even know the history of Zimbabwe? I grew in Zimbabwe. I grew up loving Uncle Bob, but the things went on, lost the power. Of course, things went bad when they brought in the sanctions. You can have Mugabe, my dear. Take him to your country. No, Mugabe has to stay in Zimbabwe. He's a Zimbabwean. Why should he come to Zambia? He's a Zimbabwean. Look after him. You look after him. Mugabe wined and dined with his family while the people suffered. No, my brother, come on. Don't say that. Mugabe cared for the people of Zimbabweans. Of course, that grace has not helped things. I must admit, grace has not helped things. She became too big-headed. But of course, she was also being used by the imperialists, because now that is the thing that they were using. It's a shield that they were wielding around to incense the ZANU-PF to rise against Mugabe because of grace. Anyway, she was an embarrassment, and I hope that my future first lady will not act in any way like Grace. Boss, just sleep. I will sleep. It's okay. You have already messed up my man. Say something about his wife's expenditure. It's true, my brother. You are very right. Likezo Masua. I totally do not agree with Grace Mugabe. I think she was messing up, and she didn't do well, really. She didn't do well. She's a disgrace. Unfortunately, I mean, what can we say? The power of women can also be something else. Tayali, let the old man go, and the Gucci wife who loved shopping. I hope she stays around. around, I hope she stays around Mugabe and make sure that she looks after him well. I hope she stays around to look after Mugabe very well. That's the only thing that I can hope. And I hope you Zimbabweans will look after Mugabe well. Tayali, you don't know what you are supporting of Bob. By the way, how are you feeling now? I'm okay, my brother. I'm okay. I'm okay. What can I do? I mean, I'm okay. He has resigned. You have forced him out. So, what can we do? But I can rest assure you that the fight is not over. We are picking the torch. We are taking the torch from here. Okay? Tayari, even your grammar is stumbling. Even your grammar is stumbling. Sleep and focus. Why do you care about the Queen's language? I can speak it whichever way I want. I'm not even so proud to speak English, just that I need to communicate. Otherwise, I'm not so proud to speak English the best way, to have the slang.